Hello, this is traffic attorney Michael Beer. Today is Tuesday, the 9th of June, 2020. It is approximately 2:40 in the afternoon, and I have some updates for you today. So firstly, beginning on June 1st, all state-run DMV licensing offices in Albany, Onondaga, Nassau, Suffolk, Westchester, and the five boroughs began processing registrations and other transactions by mail. And beginning on June 4th, they started accepting through a secure Dropbox at each location similar transactions. In counties where the DMV offices are operated by county clerks, they are supposed to open in a guidance with their county. As regions enter phase three, and right now New York City is in phase one, and most of Long Island and the rest of the state is in phase two. But as they reach phase three, or Long Island will reach phase three on Wednesday, tomorrow, limited in-person transactions at state-run DMV offices will begin on a reservation, priority critical basis, as well as the resumption of road tests. Until that time, no other in-person transactions or reservations will become available. If you have a license, non-driver's ID, or a registration that expired after March 1st, it continues to be extended without the necessity of renewing on time. You cannot presently upgrade to a real ID or an enhanced license because these require an in-person transaction. And because the DMV officers are not seeing people in person, you can't upgrade to these. So the law was that you had to get those by October 1st, 2020. They have now extended the federal deadline to October 21st, 2021. But there are over 60 types of transactions that you can do online on the DMV website, as well as mail in your transactions or drop them in the Dropbox. You can't pick up a completed transaction either. You must wait for it to be mailed to you. With regards to road tests, they will honor any course completion certificates that expired, even though the road tests have been suspended. So if you need to take a road test and you took a class and the class certificate is expired, they will continue to honor it. Commercial driver's license tests have begun, and other tests again will resume on phase three. You have to cover your face, you have to take temperature, and other screening. That's what's happening in the Department of Motor Vehicles regular office. In the Department of Motor Vehicles Traffic Violations Bureau in the five boroughs of New York, they continue to remain closed with no transactions being offered. That means that the court is closed, no adjournments in person are available, although they have been adjourning anything that has been on since March 17th through the end of June. They have now begun to adjourn anything for the week of the 22nd through the end of June, and that they will now have been closed for the entire June, the entire May, the entire April, and the last 2 weeks of March. So it's been a significant time that the DMV has been shut down without hearings being held. There is no particular date on which they will reopen, although since they are a phase three entity, assumedly when New York City reaches phase three, they will begin to reopen. Again, there is no time frame for that. New York City has only entered phase one yesterday. And if you go on a 2 week by 2 week basis, that would mean that not before the second week of July would they be able to reopen. And if and when they do reopen, it would have to be with significant social distancing, and there's no indication from them yet as to how they are going to do that. In terms of other courts throughout the state, some have continued to maintain operations at a back office status only. Some have been offering plea bargains by mail. Some are waiting to reopen. Some of the courts upstate have begun to communicate again that they are anticipating reopening. Downstate, again, most of them remain closed at this time, except for some back office transactions. With regards to suspensions that were in effect prior to March 17th, they remain in effect and can only be cleared by the payment of suspension termination fees if possible. And with regards to non-traffic ticket suspensions, those can mostly be paid online. With regards to traffic ticket suspensions, they need to be paid in person. I was told today that you can submit those by mail, by check to the various traffic court offices, and they will consider applying that. It could take several days for that to be processed. With regards to any suspension that was pending or that took effect after March 17th, I believe that they have withheld those suspensions pending the reopening of the traffic court and the DMV offices. Don't have much else to offer you right now, but we hope to be back in court very soon and see you all very, very soon. This is Traffic Court Attorney Michael Beer, 516-569-4107, or beerlawoffice@gmail.com. Have a great day.